Uh, Hi there, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Engulfment server. I believe we're on episode 12 now, and today I want to work a little bit on the village. Since I've basically built this, I really like the theme that it's in, sort of like the dark oak and the white and the cobble mixed in. So what I think I'm going to do is, because this village has been here pretty much since this map started, which as of the day that I record this, give or take a week or so, it's been 2 years exactly. So this server has been up for 2 years. This map we have used for 2 years. We haven't needed to restart. We haven't needed to do anything like that, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And this village has been here pretty much since the get-go. If we have a look in here, this sort of stuff is pretty much original tools, and I don't know exactly how much of it is original stuff, but I know that a lot of it is. So that's pretty cool. So what I want to do is, our palette pretty much is going to be stone brick, cobble, anything stone really. The darker wood shades, I don't really want to use this sort of wood. Snow, anything white really, so white stained clay, quartz, obviously the actual wooden bits, basically anything that you see in this build, and pretty much anything that goes really is gonna go into the build. But if you can see my stake, I've got freckle bitches and the twins, which are both things in Saint Row, well, 1 and number 2. And since obviously I've been on my Saint Row little extravaganza, that's why I decided to name these, and I think I'm gonna just name them myself. Engage named all of it. Just I think it was Engage is tasty or something. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to save one of each, obviously, and just see how many we can amount. And what he's actually done is he's actually made his shop free now, so we can just go and ransack that place anytime that we want to. I do believe he's still got the chest for tips, so we'll obviously put something in there from time to time. And that seems really loud for me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and keep the general shape of these houses, and just basically change over the block type that they use. One of my favourite things about this build in particular is the fact that it's not the most interesting build, at least this bottom part isn't. But you see, I don't have anything really to stand on. I suppose I can put a chest down. You see how you've got that little thing, oh you can't shift on chest, can you? See how you've got the little lip thing, and it looks like that's the only thing that's holding this whole thing, but it's got the big bar underneath that would actually support it. That's what I really like, so I might try and go with that a little bit. That's my main like for the actual style. Like, I think that looks really cool from that angle. So I'm gonna go get some materials and then I'll be back. Okay, so while I was looking for my materials, I actually noticed this. So what this is, I basically just said to him that when you realise that you've got less materials than you think that you have. I saw this. What this is, something happened where we had to do a rollback. We had to load a backup, but for some reason the player file stayed, so it duplicated my armour, and it basically duplicated everything that I had on me, and this was it. So obviously I don't want to use this stuff, so I put it in a chest a long time ago and just forgot about it. So we're just gonna blow it up today. I guess we don't need 2 TNT. The TNT was on me as well, that's why that's going. I just didn't, I don't want to use it. It's not, I don't like using cheaty items, so we're just gonna blow it. Yeah. And then it can stay there to despawn for a bit, I suppose. So yeah, it turns out I don't have as much dark oak wood as I thought I had, which means that I may actually have to farm some trees, which is not something I wanted to have to do. Look how many mobs there are. Now, the past sort of week or so, I've been having issues with this game and the world loading, and the F3A where you go like that and it reloads the world has been working like amazing, but it's been annoying me quite a bit. So what I've done is I've actually ran the game off of RAM disk, which basically just makes a like a virtual disk out. Okay. Oh my days, I'm getting overrun. What? What? Oh, has he got... I bet he's got the diamond boots on, hasn't he? I bet that he didn't spawn with them. Yeah, no, did he balls. Protection 3, I'll take that. Damn son. So yeah, I'm running off RAM disk, which basically makes a disk, like a hard drive, out of your RAM, which is faster than SSD really. You basically, your fastest form of storage is your cache in your processor, which you can only get a tiny amount of. And then you go up to RAM, which really, it's bigger in size, like generally most PCs will, like when the Macs still have 32 gigs of RAM. Which isn't a bunch, but then you can get SSDs that are like up to 1 terabyte, which are really, really fast. But RAM is faster than SSDs, like quite by a lot. It has actually seemed to fix it, like there's no chunk errors or anything, so if you're having similar issues you may want to look into downloading the program. You can get a free trial of it. It's a paid program, but the free trial works just as fine. Just as well. I actually updated the tower a little bit while we're here. What I did was, because mobs were spawning up there, I just put like a consistent pattern of torches around it. So obviously you've got there, and then in the corners there was some. And I made it a little bit taller, so from this end... Oh, shit. I think Engage may have just used my elevator. So if we go over here, it's a little bit more protruding. It's not too much, but it's definitely more there than it was before, which I like, and I've also completed it around this end. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just waiting for the rest of the roof to grow. Now I'm gonna have to mine some dark oak trees. I don't even know where my saplings are. I've been looking for them and I just cannot find them, so I'll be back once I've got more materials. Okay, I just came down to the mob farm. There's actually a iron zombie here, which is not something you see all that often. I actually saw a diamond one in here previously, and it's the first mob I've ever seen in game with diamond armor on. But there was a freaking iron golem in there, and before I could like separate the two, the golem killed it. I wanted to try and keep it because it was obviously naturally spawned, but I'm gonna kill this guy just because. Tell me iron armor. Oh, but he did drop it. I wonder what he was packing. Projectile protection too. That's not bad. Not bad at all. But if we look down here, this is the best part of the mob farm so far. Oh, we can't see that, but that, and then this chest is full of gunpowder. Oh, what happened to the gunpowder chest? Oh shit. Oh, but yeah, we've got a lot of gunpowder basically. I can't get out of here now. I'm stuck. What's this? What a twat. I'm all here like struggling to get dark oak, and he's got 6 stacks of wooden stairs. A bugger. Let's go check over it just quickly. Yeah, it says it. I thought it was. I was gonna say I had like a full double chest full somewhere. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to Matthew Talbot's place because there's a few reasons for going there. Number one, he has the closest dark oak forest that we can think of, and also if he's got some dark oak wood that I can liberate him from, I will do that just for a little bit. What I'll do is I'll take some saplings and then If he's got quite a bit in his chest, I'll just take a few stacks, and then when I have more time, I will farm them and put them back. I'm sure that he will not mind borrowing me some. Okay, so Matthew's got like 2 stacks, so I'm going to take 2 stacks exactly, and then obviously I'll have to return some. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go a little bit outside of here and just farm a few, just so I can get a bit more wood. I'd like about 5 stacks, and then also get some saplings so I can return his 2 stacks. Obviously I would not take without putting it back. I just don't think that he needs it right away. He doesn't build much with dark oak, I don't think. And I'll probably put it back later on tonight. It's just that I don't have too much time to actually record like today, so I want to get the recording stuff done a little bit earlier. Okay, so I went a little bit overboard on the trees. This was all covered just a moment ago, but I've actually broken them down. One thing that I do know, you do not get a lot of saplings for the amount of wood I've just chopped down. I only got 14 saplings. I think it's half because they don't give a lot, and half because there's a canopy which they can fall on, and there's also a lot of wood that's connected that means that they don't actually break down like this. That outcropping is like half from another tree, but it's also attached to this tree. Oh, I was just going to say the fun now is to get back to his base, but he's got a beacon, which is very useful, which means that I don't need to find my way back. Best put that on if I'm going to be end up building now, just to be safe. Damn. I may need to visit his cactus farm. 5,000 cacti. Okay, so I'm back at the village now. I've got some wood. I've just realised there was actually wood in that freaking chest, which is annoying. And I think what I'm mainly going to do is the insides of these, seeing as like I say it is pretty much original, I'm going to keep it as close to what it was as I can do. Like, basically my idea at the moment, I basically, just to fill you in on what Engage is saying, I said to him next Friday 13 we should sacrifice the Iron Villager, and they said over his dead body maybe it will have to be, and they said that it shall be. He's probably going to come and kill us now, just so you know. My idea initially is to try something along these lines, so literally just block for block change it out so it still keeps the exact same sort of block scheme, it just changes its look, kind of like a retexture. But then once we've done that, then I want to go in and change some features, like maybe, I don't know, maybe this could be disconnected so it could be hovering a bit like that. I don't know too much. I'm actually gonna mess about with it a little bit here, and then once I've changed out most of the blocks I will bring you back in. I'll probably still keep recording just in case Engage does come and kill us, but I'll be back momentarily. I'm just going over here for some more snow. I see this bastard on my tree. Screw you, bitch. Bastard. Okay, so I've been messing about with a couple of designs, and at the moment it looks a bit of a mess. I really wanted to get this granite to work with the build, but it just isn't going to, unfortunately. This granite's probably, it's up there with my favourite looking blocks. The only problem is it doesn't really fit with many others, because there's so much going on in this block. Putting it next to something like the stained clay just doesn't work at all. It just looks way too contrasty. Even though it's a similar sort of shade, it just doesn't work, unfortunately. But I am definitely going to keep this forge here, keep the iron bars obviously for the thingy. I've had a look at doing it like this. I like this style, where you've got a bit of clearance there. I'm not sure about this. I might have these, instead of them pointing that way, pointing this way. Oh, it's in the way. But yeah, just like pointing that way. So it's sort of like you've got a way up, and then you've got your hole, and then that. But from this angle, I'm liking the way that that looks so far. Definitely. I will continue. Okay, as silly as this seems, I actually quite like this. I've just changed it over to snow, and there's a few things that I want to change and check out. I think that this needs to be snow, definitely. But I think what we could do with that is maybe put some. So what we could do is make it like half of a half slab. So you've got this gradient, then you've got this, and then you've got this, which I think looks pretty cool. And then I don't think this flooring should be like that. I think that should definitely sit on a better block. But I think that because that's where the lava usually sits, which is why I think that it's a bit silly that you'd have snow there. But if we try the normal spruce, how's that look in comparison? No, we shouldn't use that, definitely not. What about... What about if we were to use, again, the similar method that we used over there? So we've got it like in the middle like a T. Oh, I like that. Oh, yes. I think that's what we're going to do. It's a shame about that lighting glitch, but there's nothing I can do about that, actually. Unless maybe we get something there. No, it's not going to do anything. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's pretty cool. I'm going to continue to tweak it and see if I can maybe make this a bit smoother, but I'm liking it so far. Okay, so I think I'm actually pretty much done on this building. As far as I want to get it at least, for today. Let's emulate that there was lava inside here with some torches, because number one, I don't think lava's going to go in there unless I block this whole bit off because of the wood. So I leveled out that to make it basically a half slab, so it lined up with that. I didn't like how it was different levels. But what I ended up doing was, suppose we can put a torch of a few there. I obviously connected them the way that you usually do with stairs. You've got the opening there. This obviously leans over. There, I've left the inside exactly the same. And I really like the way that it looks from inside, like the fact that you've got the clear view. It's not much, but it is definitely something, and it's pretty cool. Obviously these blocks need to get changed out. But the actual exterior, if we just, for the time being, basically block that off. It's just a freaking block there. I think that looks really cool. I think it looks much better than it does, and I think that if you were to come from, say, this angle or something, I think you could tell, well, maybe not this angle so much, but definitely over here, I think you can definitely tell that's based off of the blacksmith house. Maybe I'll get some half slabs on the top, just so it makes it a bit more like the original. And I've gone a little bit away from that style, which is I don't really like. I would have liked to have kept more of that style. Maybe the white clay needs to get changed up for quartz or something. I'm not too sure, but maybe we can tie up. I think it's because I haven't used any cobble. Is the thing, but the reason I didn't want to use a lot of cobble is because the initial building is made out of cobble, so I didn't want to do that. Maybe we can change some of the bricks out. I don't really know at the moment, but I think that looks pretty cool. Definitely tell me what you think. I'm gonna make a quick change. I'm not a big fan of how that looks, if I'm completely honest. Somewhere on, somewhere off. I think we're gonna keep it a clean roof. I don't think you'd need supports inside of the roof. I think you'd have the supports supporting the roof. Damn, I can't reach it. Oh, no. Too much shit in the inventory. Alright, so let's just pop these down here. There are going to be creepers spawning well, not necessarily just creepers, but mobs spawning up here. I don't know how much of that I can actually deal with because there's obviously snow here which melts with torches. Yeah, so that's an issue. But I'm liking that. I think that looks pretty cool. Definitely do think that looks really cool. It definitely looks different to anything that I usually build. And like I said, I've just used the base building as a standard, but I like that. I especially do like the floating bit. I like that a lot. Where you've got the T. This is probably my favourite angle because it shows off the fact that it's the blacksmith there, and you've got this floating thing. I don't know what my obsession is with that, but it just looks pretty cool. And holy shit at the amount of zombies here. Oh, damn. Oh, was he invisible? I just want to show you one more thing and then we can wrap up today. I want to show you something that Engage has been working on. Me and him were playing it yesterday. And that's why he's got 260 and I've got 175 deaths now. We died a lot at this place, but it's made to die. It's made to kill players basically. If we just go over here, I think the most attentive people will already know what it is. But yes, this is a King of the Ladder, which Engage has done. I don't know how long he was working on it for, but basically you spawn here, and then you go up the ladders, and it's pretty cool because the slime blocks you can basically jump off from the top, and then get on in the middle, and it is really fun. Even with just 2 players, it was pretty funny. So if we get everybody on the server to jump on sometime, that would be pretty cool. And maybe we'll catch a game or 2 of this for video. But yes, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, I think we'll take a break from the village. I want to keep doing more on the village every now and then, but I don't want it to be the main thing that we focus on. Obviously, we're in the process of updating the house, so doing the odd village thing will be nice now and again. But the main focus for the time being is going to be changing up the house a little bit and getting that finished. So yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.